Now, look at this whole picture here. So what's really changing here? The supply side is not changing.
Ashish, we have so many questions. We have two questions, actually, Daniel. Shall we take it now?
Just give me a few seconds, Aptial. I'll finish this and we are Q&A on the supply and demand. Okay, just one last slide. Let me cover this. What we're saying is supply side is really not changing too much, too fast. It will take time. There's a lag. When the economy is great, everybody is buying houses. Developers are going to start that, and labor, we have shortage, material, we have government policies. Supply is not fixing in the next year or two. It takes time. Demand side, what is changing on the demand side? Population is we're going to have another 500,000 people. At least 200,000 people come to the GTA next year. It's happening every year, and the interest rates are nowhere but to go down. And I'll show you share data based on the top banks and what they're saying. So overall, what we're seeing is that for the next 2 years, demand is increasing and the supply is actually staying put or decreasing. We don't have enough capacity to really create supply. This creates the prices are going to go up, not go down. And we are going to look at numbers in the next few slides. Let's take some questions right now. Daniel, please tell me what people are asking.
Yeah, no problem. The first question that came in was actually asking about, would your 2024 forecast apply to condos as well, or just detached homes? What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, it's a great question, brilliant question. I mean, I know that a lot of the first-time buyers in that condo category, and they are in there. The numbers do apply to both. But here is the lag. When the market picks up, you're going to see the market going up more on the freehold side, because anybody who is at that 800,000 to $1 million or 700,000 to $1 million will like to get a freehold property rather than paying a condo fee. This is what will happen. But slowly, as the market tightens and the price points go up in the freehold, in the townhouses, then you're going to see the next increase in prices will be for condo townhouses, which is, again, not freehold. There's a condo fee, but at least there's a house. It has some small land and it has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 washrooms, standard configuration. And as those get heated up, the next would be the apartments. So there is a lag of, I would say, 4 to 6 months from the freehold to the condo, but it applies to both of them.
Okay, good. I was actually thinking, I was going to tell you the same thing, and there is going to be some kind of lag along with that. There was another very good question. The question was, many are worried about their jobs as the recession is coming. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's again a great question. If people don't have jobs, then how are they going to buy homes and how can they sustain homes? It's a great question. If you look at the unemployment numbers right now, they are, like I said, we are better than the 10-year average. That's number 2. But also look at the latest budget that came out. And the budget is saying this, that unemployment will go from 6.1 to 6.3 or 6.4% at the peak. Now that unemployment will come not because there'll be massive layoffs. That will come because the employers will slow down hiring. So the reason is slowing down hiring, not really massive layoffs. So it's a valid point, but the experts, and we are not experts in terms of employment numbers, the experts or even the Canadian report that has come out in the fall, the budget that shows growth next year of 0.4% and a 2.5% growth the year after. We don't see massive layoffs. It's not in that report at all.
I'll play devil's advocate. I'll ask you another question, because I was looking at the news a couple of days ago. So there was some talk about some of the big banks laying some people off, and obviously because there's a lot less demand, a lot less mortgages coming in, and a lot less applications. So a lot of banks are getting rid of people and laying them off. So wouldn't that sort of be an indication of like where the things are going, or where banks see things happening? Like, where do you see that playing?
100%. It's a brilliant question. Great question. I mean, I have actually a very close friend who works with one of the big banks. And I talked to them. I said, hey, listen, we are hearing some layoffs. He said, Ashish, it's 1%. Any organization is cutting down 1% of a bank having 100,000 people, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. This is what we're talking about. There's no massive, and especially look at the industry. The banks are investing very heavily right now in technology. You have massive amounts of data being collected. They're talking about artificial intelligence, AI stuff. There's so much. Everything. Do some fine tuning based on the economic situation. And that always happens, because ultimately it's the Bay Street and the Wall Street they have to do their numbers, but it's not a part of a major massive layoff. That's not what we read. Obviously, we are not experts, but this is what our understanding is of the market.
There's one more question that just came in. We're seeing, so how about outside of the GTA area, such as Kitchener, Waterloo, Hamilton, or London?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Those areas, I mean, this is what has COVID really done. COVID has really reduced the value of commute, if you will. People don't need to commute anymore. Many of them are on hybrid models. Many of them are work from home. So what is happening is that why should I live in Mississauga if I don't have to and buy a townhouse for $1 million?
Yep.
Why can't I go to Welland, or I can go to Guelph or Cambridge or Waterloo and get the same townhouse for $700,000? I can save $1,500 to $2,000 in mortgage cost only. Why would I not do that? Schools are great there. You know, if you have kids and all that, and some of these are kind of getting connected to the core using Go Transit. So it's a very, we actually, just in the last week, we have had 3 clients who have sold their homes in Hamilton and have actually moved out to London area, just because they had, their houses were paid off and they want to retire. They want to get $200,000-$400,000 in the pocket, and they want to live the same lifestyle as they were living right now in Hamilton. And they've done that. So yes, a lot of people are kind of moving out for the value for money, unless they need to be in the city. They are very much open to that. We're seeing that trend.
I'll ask another question, because I was what I was noticing, at least on my end, with people that I've worked with, typically the people that I see moving out of the city right now is either young professionals who are able to do the commute, or they have more remote jobs. But there is still that fear of, maybe I have to work 2 or 3 times a week in the office. Now, again, I don't see it coming fully back yet, because it's one of those things where people are used to it now, especially IT jobs, or like more cloud-based work. Is able to do it from home. So people who are moving on is typically that I've seen is in that below 30 demographic. I don't know what you've been seeing in your experience, but again, or maybe even downsizers. But aside from that, it's pretty much people who want to get more for their buck, right?
Yeah, we're seeing both, Daniel. We're seeing both. We're seeing the young folks who don't have to go to work 5 days a week, who are going 1 or 2 days a week, or even not that. They are buying outskirts. They are buying outside GTA. And then you have the downsizers. We just had 2 of our clients who are in their mid 60s or 70s, who have homes are paid off, and they're moving out because they don't want to pay. There's no value for them to live in the city because they want more quiet. So we're seeing both spectrum, actually, both. So that is really happening because of the COVID. Again, people, the work from home is now more of a norm than exception.
Yeah. One last question. We have a question here, says, are you foreseeing interest cuts by June of next year, and by how much? And how would the market sentiment be by the mid of next year? What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to talk about them. And again, we are not economists here, and we are not mortgage experts. We are real estate people. But I will share some numbers with you that the experts are sharing in terms of where those. And so give me a couple of more slides. That's what is coming, actually. Let me go to that, and I'll
I was about to say.
Thank you for watching this video. The mission of Real Estate Center of Excellence Group is to empower consumers to make high-quality, timely real estate decisions. Every month, we'll be updating our real estate market forecast. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button or share this video with somebody and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.